Good evening, welcome. You're watching Trending. We are tracking fast-moving political developments in Jammu and Kashmir, where the Governor Satyapal Malik has dissolved the State Assembly. Some would say quite inexplicably, because there were claims and counterclaims made by two political formations in the state, the Congress, the PDP and the National Conference on the one hand, and on the other hand, the BJP with the support of Sajad Lone and the PDP rebel leader, Mr. Ansari, and between 15 and 18 other leaders. That's the claim. But in the evening, a short note came in, a press communique. In fact, I have a copy of it over here, where the Governor, Satyapal Malik, has said over there that by powers vested on him, I hereby dissolve the Legislative Assembly. So this is something which has caught a lot of people by surprise, but a lot of important questions also being asked about whether any of these political formations were really stable. We're going to try and get more reactions and more details on that. We've got our guests with us in the studio as well. I'm just going to go straight across now and try and get a couple of quick reactions. Deshrata Nigam with us in the studio. Also my colleague Neeta Sharma and NDTV's Nasir Masoodi at this stage. Let me go across to you, Nazir, first. Any reactions from the PDP at this stage? All right, I'm sorry, we don't have Nazir as yet. How would you react to the developments at this particular stage? Why would the governor at this juncture all of a sudden decide, to end the state of suspended animation? He could have done it earlier on.
See, earlier probably he was waiting some kind of developments would take place, realignments would take place. But today, I have never seen a letter of formation of a government such nebulous in a state of flux as written by Mehbooba Mufti, that you must have gathered from the media reports. It never happens like that, especially from a responsible leaders. You have your numbers, you have very concrete numbers, and then you go. You don't go on media reports. First, and secondly, the only coalition then, especially in view of NCs saying they wanted a dissolution of the assembly, and also Ghulam Nabi Azad ji saying that they were never interested in formation of the government, things became very clear for the governor, and if at all he could have invited was the other coalition.
Okay.
But he decided even there it was not stable, because there were 18 people from who were defecting probably from the PDP. So
okay.
He thought they were not stable also.
All right. We're going to try and play out that very important interview that the senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad gave us a little while back, in which he said that in fact the formation in that they were looking at in Jammu and Kashmir may not have been on the basis of any firm idea. And that and other Congress leaders on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir seemed rather surprised by that. So if we can just pull that out and play that important soundbite of Ghulam Nabi Azad, we'll try and play that out, because this really is the crux of the issue at a time when there's been so much criticism of the role of the governor over here, and suddenly dissolving the assembly. There have been others who've also said that, look, there must have been good reason for this to happen. And one of the reasons could possibly have been that none of the political formations were stable enough. And sure enough, just about an hour ago, less than an hour back, on NDTV 24/7, you had Ghulam Nabi Azad saying that in fact there were just talks perhaps which had taken place between the Congress and the PDP, and that these talks perhaps were not substantive enough for the PDP to approach the governor and say that, look, let us try and form the government. Here is what Ghulam Nabi Azad actually said.
It was just being rumored and proposed by some individuals that all the like-minded parties should come together and form a government. It was at a very initial stage, as I said, that no decision was taken. We had called, the Congress party had called meeting on 23rd to consult our people that there is a suggestion like this. And I'm told that National Conference has called a meeting in coming days to consult. There is a suggestion whether this suggestion should be rejected or not. So I think this was just suggestion stage only. And I think the BJP realized that something is going, a government other than BJP may come into being. And they dissolved it. But let it be very clear, nobody was keen to form a government, neither was National Conference keen to form a government, and I hope nor the Congress was, both Congress and Conference were not keen at all to form a government. It was a suggestion by some individual and requesting these political parties to get together. And none of us were keen to have government at all, or rather not interested in form the government. We are living in a democracy, and when suggestions come, you have to discuss with each other. Now the question is, they have dissolved it. The election should take place immediately after the winter. Now, winter, you can't hold the elections, but we hope that this government of India, which doesn't believe in democracy, at least they will hold the assembly elections. You can ask Mehbooba that the Congress has not given any letter, and National Conference has also not given any letter. Let it be very clear.
All right, Nazir Masoodi, my colleague, joins us now. Nazir, how bizarre is that? Ghulam Nabi Azad saying that neither the Congress nor the National Conference has given any letter to the PDP, and yet you have this very clear-cut letter from Mehbooba Mufti. So why did Mehbooba send this letter if there wasn't enough support?
Well, both Ghulam Nabi Azad is correct and Mehbooba Mufti is also correct in her own way. What she's writing in the letter that she has, referring to Governor, look, you may have heard that from the media that the both National Conference and Congress have offered support to this government. That's why she's writing this letter. She has not mentioned that they have given us a letter of support. At the same time, Ghulam Nabi Azad said they have not given them. That is a fact. The fact is that National Conference was going to hold its core group meeting tomorrow, and only then they were deciding that the three leaders from the party would fly to Jammu and try to meet governor and stake claim. But before all happened, we saw there was another letter from Sajad Lone, who was in London, who was coming from London. He sent a letter and then tweeted that letter, that he has tweeted, sent that letter to WhatsApp to governor's private secretary. And then
we're losing the line with you. We'll try and come back to you once we get a slightly clear line. Shantanu, where does this actually leave any political formation? Because in as much as this political formation seemed destined to fail on the basis of what Ghulam Nabi Azad actually had to say, what about the other political formation? Is this also a slap on the wrist for the BJP, which was trying to come back to,
Exactly. I think what Mr. Deshandra Nagam was saying, I think he was, governor is totally impartial. The only political formation which was possible was BJP, was 2 of Sajad Lone and 18 PDP MLAs with Imran Ansari. That was the only thing possible. But because everything was looking so shaky, which was exactly clear, thanks to you that you have shown all the bites clearly. And in this last 1 hour, it's very clear everything was looking so shaky, even the letters so shaky. And if we know it, I'm sure governor know it like far more better than this, right?
Okay, just half a second. I'm joined on the phone line by Ishfaq Jabbar, the leader of the National Conference. Did you have the support did you give a letter of support to Mehbooba Mufti? Are you aware of whether the Congress gave a letter of support to Mehbooba Mufti? On what basis did she approach the governor? Ishfaq Jabbar, can you hear me? All right, apologies for that. Just when you need a line, the line drops. We still can't get that right. But let me just go across to Mr. Wali Bhagat. Bhagat साहब ये बताइए अब क्या होने वाला है? क्या होने वाला है? आपका पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेशन जो है सज्जाद लोन के साथ जो आपका पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेशन है, मतलब वो खत्म होने वाला है या वो सस्टेन होगा? क्योंकि इस वक्त जो है स्टेट असेंबली में डिसॉल्व हो चुका है, डिसोल्यूशन हो चुका है, अगला चुनाव कब होगा उसमें कोई आइडिया नहीं है. तो इस पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेशन आपका जो इस वक्त है उसका फ्यूचर क्या है?
नहीं, देखें, ये सारी परिस्थिति के ऊपर अभी जो है वो सब लोग जो है उसकी चिंता कर रहे हैं. यहाँ हमारे प्रदेश भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी अभी बैठी है, वो भी चिंता कर रही है, और केंद्र में भी हमारा जो नेतृत्व है वो सारी परिस्थिति को देखते हुए जो निर्णय करेंगे वो सबके सामने आ जाएगा. लेकिन ये एक चीज का ये हुआ कि ये जो सारा जिस तरीके से आपने ये पैनल डिस्कशन को ऑर्गेनाइज किया और इसका पोस्टमार्टम जो किया, ये तो इस तरीके की मुझे लगता है कि आज तक हिस्ट्री में पहली बार ऐसे घटना घटी है जी. एक पार्टी ने सरकार बनाने के लिए क्लेम किया, उस पार्टी ने कि जिसके अपने विधायक 18 उनके साथ नहीं है. अभी आप देखना थोड़ी देर के बाद नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस कहेगी कि भाई हम भी इनको सपोर्ट नहीं दे रहे थे. कांग्रेस ने तो पल्ला झाड़ दिया अपना कि हम तो वी वर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड टू फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. आजाद साहब ने बता दिया, उन्होंने कहा था हमने तो सिर्फ सजेशन दी थी। तो यह इस तरीके का एक जो ढोंग जो बनाया गया, इन तीनों पार्टियों ने मिलकर बनाया। शायद ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी या सजाद लोन मिलके कहीं सरकार न बनाए, और इन्होंने इस तरीके की एक यहाँ पे मैं कहूंगा कि एक तमाशा किया, एक ढोंग किया कि किसी न किसी तरीके से यहाँ की ये जो असेंबली है इसको डिसॉल्व किया जाए। इसके लिए भी वही लोग जिम्मेदार हैं।
Bhagat साहब, एक मिनट, one moment, Bhagat साहब, I want to go across to Ishfaq Jabbar, the leader of the National Conference. Mr. Jawad, did you have the support of the PDP? Did you have the support of the Congress? On what basis did your formation go to the governor?
No, we have not yet decided to support PDP or not, but we have called, tomorrow we have called the working committee meeting in Srinagar. Our party leader, Janab Farooq Saab, Umar Saab was scheduled to have the meeting.
No, but Mr. Jabbar, could you please respond to this? Mehbooba Mufti 9 minutes ago has just tweeted, she says, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Omar Abdullah and Ambika Soni for helping us achieve the seemingly impossible. So she seems to believe that all of you have told her that you will support, and now you are saying you will not support.
No, thing is that, can I speak in Hindi?
जी बताइए।
बात ऐसे है कि अभी जब गवर्नर साहब को 5 महीने कोई जल्दी नहीं थी यहाँ विधान भंग करने के लिए, जब राम माधव जी दावा करते कि हम बनाएंगे या सजाद लोन साहब, तब ठीक है। जब और कोई ग्रुप क्लेम करे तो वो गलत है। मुझे लगता है कि अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डिसीजन हुआ है जो भी हुआ है, और अनडेमोक्रेटिक ये जो उन्होंने किया एकदम से 5 महीने काफी लंबा अरसा होता है, जिसमें इनको ये यहाँ इन्होंने कोशिश की थी गवर्नर फॉर्मेशन की, और ये रोज कहते थे, और गवर्नर साहब खुद भी कहे 2-3 दिन पहले अभी असेंबली बंद नहीं करेंगे, अभी हम पार्लियामेंट का इलेक्शन करेंगे। अब अगर इन्होंने क्लेम स्टेक किया तो मुझे लगता है बहुत जल्दबाजी में काम हुआ, और ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल जो भी डिसीजन हुआ।
पर इशफाक साहब ये बताइए, कई लोगों को कहना है कि स्टेबिलिटी जो है सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है। इस स्थिति में अगर आपका पॉलिटिकल फॉर्मेशन का कोई स्टेबिलिटी नहीं था, अगर आप कह रहे कि कोई फर्म डिसीजन नहीं लिया गया था, फिर सरकार कैसे बनती जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में?
नहीं, क्यों नहीं बन सकती थी? लाइक माइंडेड पार्टीज अगर मिल जाती,
पर लाइक माइंडेड पार्टीज तो है ही नहीं ना। आपने कोई लेटर ऑफ सपोर्ट महबूबा मुफ्ती को नहीं दिया है,
रिप्रेजेंटेशन थी,
आपने कोई लेटर ऑफ सपोर्ट महबूबा मुफ्ती को नहीं, आपका
अब तो इन्होंने उमर अब्दुल्ला साहब की आज 5 मिनट भी नहीं लगाए जो इन्होंने किया। कम से कम उनको मौका देना चाहिए था। एक पॉपुलर गवर्नमेंट आ जाती, लोगों की काफी एस्पिरेशन है यहाँ, वैसे ही यहाँ हालात खराब है। और मैं इस बात का भी, ये जो पीडीपी के लिए बीजेपी के लीडर और जो डिप्टी सीएम थे कश्मीर कविंदर गुप्ता जी कह रहे थे कि ये पाकिस्तान के इशारे पे जो ये अलायंस हो रहा है, बीजेपी ने जो कहा, तो मैं इनको कहूं कि पाकिस्तान के हमने कुर्बानियां दी है यहाँ कश्मीर में, अपने सगे खोए हैं, और हमने यहाँ कहा मसूद अजहर को नहीं छोड़ा। मसूद
let's try and focus on what has happened right now. There are lots of issues which keep coming up, but let's try and talk about this entire process. What I want to do, what I want to do basically is just make a couple of points over here in my the Mehbooba Mufti's tweets before we move on. In my 26-year-old career as a politician, I thought I had seen it all, but like they say, never. Nevertheless, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Omar Abdullah and Ambika Soni. Since the last 5 months, regardless of political affiliations, we shared the view that the State Assembly be dissolved immediately to avert horse trading and defections. Oddly enough, our pleas fell on deaf ears, but who would have thought that the very idea of a grand coalition would give such jitters? The bottom line, this grand coalition may not really have been a coalition at all.